to Vesta Angels Tarot. This is going to be a reading for April the 12th, 2025. I hope everybody is well. Alright, so we're not going to do the Venus Goes Direct reading today. I'm literally exhausted. I had to stay a little bit, not a little bit, I had to stay like almost an extra hour and a half after work. And then right now I'm kind of like washing clothes and cleaning up a little bit. So I just want to put something out for you. I can tell you one thing though. Saturn is kicking my butt in my second house of Taurus. So this is not a Saturn reading, but you probably need to find out or figure out where Saturn is in what house of yours. Um, for example, if Saturn is in your first house, then you would be a Pisces right now. If Saturn is in your third house, then you would be a uh, third house. Then let me see, where my little calendar at? Child, I can't even think right now. I am so tired. Saturn got my back hurting. You know, if you're very slouched, if you catch yourself slouching while you're sitting, or if you kind of walking like hunchback, that's Saturn. Did you also know that book bags, or a lot of people that carry book bags all the time, has a very heavy Saturn placement in their chart? Yeah. If you always feel like your back is, terribly just hurting all the time, or if you're sitting down and you notice that you're very slunched over, that's Saturn energy. I was looking for my little chart. This ain't even no Saturn reading. Why am I talking about Saturn? Well, also, Saturn is going to be, again, Vedic sidereal, not tropical Western. Saturn is going to be in Pisces for the next 2.5 years. So you would probably want to figure out and find out where Saturn is and what house for you. Okay? Because that is where that sense of discipline is about to come in. Some of you're about to have a very strict workforce or type of work ethic. Your sense of responsibilities also may change. Your focus about your sense of responsibility. Uh, you could be a person where, I ain't nothing but 3 minutes, 5 minutes late. And then now all of a sudden you can start switching like, oh, I got to be to work early. I got to be to work on time. I got to clock in on time. So, like, I don't even know where the little chart at. So depending on where Saturn is right now, of course, we're going to do another video about that. If you haven't seen the first one, go to my live uh, playlist and look at the last one that I did, which was Saturn Goes into Pisces, and see what I say for that one. Anyway, child, I don't know where it's at. I'll find it when we get ready to do it. Let's what I'm gonna throw out. And for example, like if Saturn is going to be in your fifth house, where then it will be with K2, when K2 moves into Leo May 29th, then your outlook on love and relationships is going to be very different. If you're very playful, outgoing, you just want to have like one night stands, you didn't really want no type of committed relationship, your whole focus, the way you think about dating, is going to change with K2 the sun and Leo, especially when it get around Leo birthday time, solar return time, and also Saturn then would be like in your first house, especially if you're a Leo. Um, I feel like I'm just talking. I don't know. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm tired, tired, tired. And forgive me if I just pull anything and throw it out. It won't just be anything throw out reading. Um, I'm just not. Yeah, okay, we're gonna rise above. That's what they say. I know we're gonna rise above, but I'm tired. But Saturn being in my first house, ooh, that's even worser. So at least right now I get a 2.5 year break because Saturn in the first house ain't no joke. Oh my goodness. So at least I get a little 2.5 year break. Okay, with Saturn has moved to my second house. Um, so at least it'll give me some a break there. I see only beauty and grace. Okay, well, tell that to my back. What's next? Detachment in reverse. Well, you're gonna need to rising above this sense of detachment, switching jobs, buyouts, losing a job, getting fired, breaking up with somebody, or in the process of decluttering. Also, is a sense of detachment. Um, Frame of mind, thinking a certain way, perception, perspectives, um, emotional or emotional security, um, material things. Well, so let's read this. Somebody is not releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve their highest ideals of love. Same thing that this just told you. Rise above. She is coming out of the lotus flower. Some of you can be Libra or Taurus energy. Like I said, Jupiter also is the next big thing that will be happening, which is Jupiter leaving Taurus. Speaking of me talking about Taurus second house, Jupiter will be leaving Taurus, moving to Gemini. Okay, so we're gonna receive some good luck anytime Jupiter or any other major planet like that leaves a house. Hey, Miss Linda, and moves to the next one. It likes to favor. Okay, keep that in mind. Please remember that, especially Venus and Jupiter, especially the Sun. Mars, not it can, but not too much. Mercury, nah. We're really talking about Jupiter, Venus type of energy, um, especially the Sun. When it leaves a zodiac sign and moves to the next, um, it leaves a gift, okay, a favor. But if you're not detaching, then you're not going to recognize it. I'm not going to say, that you're not going to receive it, but it can be some type of delay, because the energy there is not going to be fluid or open enough for you to receive it. This is why it's saying to rise above, to be open, receptivity. You see how her hands is open. They're not close to her body. They're not crisscrossed. Okay. They're not closing off her heart chakra. She's open to receive. She's rising, ascending. Okay. She's not scooted down or crouched down, got her arms over her head as a sense of blocking. Okay, all of that can be still a sense of detachment. Attachment. So when we're attached, we're holding on to something tight. But when you're detaching, you're open here, right? All right. So, am I don't want to keep taking pain medicine. I'm not the type of person. I really don't like taking a whole bunch of pills and stuff like that. So I kind of just sit through the pain. And plus, it's just been raining and storming the past couple of days down here. So uh, it's kind of like misty, foggy, but sunny. So the air is very dense. And because of the rain and stuff, also, it was cold this morning. It was cold yesterday. Very breezy. And it's just got my joints and stuff feeling very discomfortable. Compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living. You said same here? Yeah. Demonstrating the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. Okay, what y'all got coming in here? Rising above somebody's bad attitude, somebody that maybe for some of you detached from you or acted like they wanted to attach but they didn't. And so for some of you, you're rising above that, you know, like, oh, okay, hey, you don't want to date me anymore. Oh, hey, you don't want to be with me anymore. Oh, you don't want to return my phone calls or texts. Okay, you don't want to attach, you don't want to date, you don't want to have a relationship. Well, okay, I'm going to continue to rise above. Mhm. Yep. And I'm going to have more compassion for myself than I was willingly to be open to try to give 100% of compassion for us, for you, to try this relationship, to date you. Whatever the case, it's going to be different for everybody. But you want to have um, that sense of compassion still within you, okay? Because if you shut down and then something is trying to ascend you, what, not trying to, but you know what I mean, you don't let other people take your glory. Right? I've been seeing a lot of situations by people's conversations, by things people are telling me, people that I'm meeting, strangers, listening, you know what I mean, to people phone calls, when I'm in a common area with them, co-workers, saying different type of stuff. It's been a lot of destiny swapping going on. If you don't quite know what that is, it can be that, let's just say, for example, you meet somebody and is going good, right? And they end up telling you that they're leaving a relationship. They're trying to detach here. They still have compassion for the person. Of course, they maybe liked or loved them, maybe for some even married to them, whatever the case may be. So they could be having some sense of separation anxiety, trying to get over the person, but still wanting to rise above and move on. Intuitively, maybe knowing that it's time for them to leave that particular situation or relationship. And then you meet this person. And if you don't listen to your intuition, where your intuition may tell you, hey, I don't think that we probably would make a great couple either, but you decide to stay. Now, please remember, you don't know particularly why that person you just met has left that other relationship. You only have 50% because you don't know the other person. You don't know the other person's story. You probably don't know the whole story. You only know what that person you met is telling you. And a lot of people, a lot of times, will tell the better version of it, right? A lot of times they won't tell you everything that they did, everything that they initiated, some things that they did on purpose, or you know, they're not going to tell you the whole story. They're going to make their self look more favorable. They're not going to say, well, yeah, I was just sitting around drinking all the time, smoking. I wasn't working. I wasn't trying to help pay no bills. oh, by the way, I was cheating on them with two or three people and I got caught all the time. So yeah, that's why they broke up with me. Most likely they're not going to tell you the whole thing. They may say, "Oh yeah, they was tripping, you know, um I caught them doing something." So, and I'm deciding to leave them alone or something to that effect, right? But if you decide to not listen to your intuition for whatever reason and decide to continue a relationship with that person, you just destiny swap with that person they just broke up with. And that's just a very vague example, but think of something that could be even more devastating. Okay? That's why it's very imperative that you listen to your intuition, that you still take your time. You can date and have fun or, talk on the phone, but don't rush to be married or marry somebody. The same thing with marriage. Well, she didn't marry him and he seemed like a good catch. So I'm going to marry them with the quickness because they seem like they're a provider. So if you're marrying somebody just because they look like they got money or they got money and you see the other person was shopping all the time and had a fancy car, do you know what maybe that person had to go through or live with just to have all those material things? Was that person an abuser? Were they a drug abuser? Were they an alcoholic? um were they a sex addictive type of person? Were they a serial cheater? hmm did they work 80 hours a week and never was at home and never really seen that person? You don't know actually what you're swapping or trying to swap your destiny out, trying to get with the next person. Okay? And I've been seeing that a lot come about. So we have trust. You have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice, exactly what I'm talking about, and have faith in your intuition. Wow, I didn't even read that. And I pretty much just said everything that was on that card. Now, I'm not, see there, look at there, the color green, heart chakra. I guess because Venus is moving or is moving today, and I believe Mercury is going direct on the 14th, the next couple of days. So we're going to have some things that are going to go forward now that has been kind of lack thereof, especially messages, text messages, phone calls, letters in the mail, emails, appointments, um, like I said, conversations, people's thoughts, perceptions, perspectives, ideas, um, decisions. Right. So if a lot of people or a certain person that hasn't really been saying too much, seeming like they're stagnant, haven't been making a decision, you haven't had maybe that serious talk or whatever the case, expect things now with Venus moving, um, and also Mercury going direct. Okay? Acceptance. You are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. So, something here that you are so rising above, you're going to be able to accept it, or you're going to change your mind or come into some type of different perspective of accepting something, whether it's getting together or a separation and or breakup. And it could be the same thing toward job, career. Okay? Have compassion and trust, more for yourself, but still be somewhat open to this other or new situation to, figure it out. Let's see what the other cards are going to come out. So now we have take action. Mars is direct now in Cancer, so it's going to be a lot of forward movement in particular situations now, especially now that Mercury is direct for right now. It will go retrograde again in a couple more months. And now that Venus is in Aquarius, 11th house. So that is very good. Okay. Venus can do very well in the 11th house of Aquarius. Um, she's always her best, though, when she's in her own house, 7th house. But she's okay. 11th house of Aquarius is friendship, it's acceptance, is or it can be compassion, it is trust, it is also a very friendlier nature. Okay. All right. Let's just let me find y'all some cards here. This don't seem like all of my cards, but whatever. Now, this also can be somebody, um, like I said, that may begin to trust you more. Like I said, maybe they have finally or will finally leave something or another type of situation alone. They're becoming to trust you more. They may begin to have more compassion for you emotionally. So stay tuned for that, right? This person may also start to talk differently now that Mercury is going direct in Libra. Well, yeah, Libra. Venus is going direct. They may accept you more. Some of you may accept somebody else more. You may, try to trust them or begin to emotionally trust them a little bit more. That also can be in the conversation. It doesn't have to be a lover. It can be with a friend, co-worker type of environment, family member, in your community, neighbors. Somebody also may start to feel or have or be more compassionate towards you in their efforts, in their ways, especially in words that they type or especially say, right? Aloneness in reverse. So, like I said, somebody is wanting more connectedness. Let's just say that. The Fool card in reverse. Okay, what is that about? Because the Fool card in reverse for me is a no. That somebody don't trust something or somebody or a situation or their feelings and emotions, or like I said, their focus on a particular person or situation. Also, their perception of a person or a situation and or a conversation. Okay. This also could be you or somebody else saying with the Fool card in reverse, like, hey, I don't want to go this way. I don't want to follow you. I don't have enough faith or trust in this particular situation yet. I'm not alone or lonely, but I don't fully trust this. Now, this could be you or somebody else saying this. See, like I told you, clinging to the past. When we were just talking about detachment, um, that was once in the upright, but now is in reverse. So somebody here is still clinging to the past, and one person is still rising or still trying to continue to rise above. Um, and still have, compassion for a situation or a person. Like, I understand what you're going through, been there, done that. I can't hang around though and fully wait on you, the Fool card in reverse, but I get it. I understand, right? But we do have taken action here. So some of you may continue to move forward anyway. Um, Healing. Why did it pop over there though? The healing hand, this is also Virgo energy. Don't have to be your sun sign. Definitely can be your rising, ascendant, and or moon. But hasta is hands in Vedic. And hands or hasta, or working with your hands as a work of service, also is Virgo energy for me. Okay. But you see, the hands, hasta, is over the sacral, your sacral chakra, and also is covering the mind, the crown, the third eye. Some of you can have a very tense headache. Also may be thinking of alternative ways, or like I said, maybe you can get an appointment in with a physician now, especially if you've been having some stomach issues, lower abdomen or gastric issues with your intestines. Also can just be bloated belly, allegedly. Always talk to your physician. um but the healing hands is over the mind. Okay, it's over the mind, the third eye, and it's also over the lower or mid section of your abdomen or your stomach. Somebody could have had some trauma to their stomach or abdomen area, like or just recently I'm hearing with the lotus flower here that is the empress energy. So some of you may have just had a baby, or also can be pregnant now if you are able to, or still want children. Also miscarriage, unfortunately, or the other alternative, um as a type of way of not deciding to keep a child. Okay, I don't want to say it on YouTube. But this is also some type of trauma. So some of you, this also can be healing, maybe from a surgery, to the abdomen, head trauma, tension or headache, eye problems, blurry red eyes that also can be due to the pollen. Traveling in reverse, I believe that is the Eight of Wands, and Three of Cups is coming out in reverse. We're also going to get the other tarot, though. These are like small oracle cards. Now, the heart on the healing card is highlighted, though. It's not covered, but it is insinuating, okay? Is vibrating, where that is specifically targeting or wanting you to look at the healing heart, or the healing of the heart, maybe to focus on that acceptance. Some of you are more healed than you think you are, is also what I'm getting, but you're still clinging to the past, whether it's materially, emotionally, or a sense of attachment to somebody, something. um, Emotions or memories. I'm also hearing memories. Now, the Three of Cups is in reverse. That is also a no to reconciliation, or not wanting to reconnect with a group of friends. But that also can be changing now that Venus, I think she is moving to Aquarius, not Aries. I need to check on that, but I'm pretty sure she was moving to Aquarius, not Aries. Okay, but if she is moving to if she is moving to Aries, that Three of Cups definitely is going to go in the upright. So you may begin to short travel, go out, have some type of event, or accept an event. But right now, maybe you just haven't been feeling very well. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Empress energy, the lotus flower again. So definitely talking about, you see the two lotus flowers, definitely talking about Venus in this reading. It's because she's moved today. Alrighty. Two of Pentacles. Like I said, you will be taking action, getting a lot more busy. Some of you can already attest to that. More appointments. Some of you can be dating. Still, maybe for some of you hanging out with your friends, or maybe you only had one friend, but now the other friend has um, freed up some time, or somebody will free up some time here. This could be you or somebody else, that both of you are very busy. Like if you're dating somebody or even married, both of you got busy schedules right now. You're doing a lot of things. All of your time is tied up. Also, a lot of your concentration is tied up, especially this other person too. So I don't necessarily see that maybe another person is doing something unwarranted. They are busy with the Two of Pentacles, but so are you. So if this is about finding time to, go out, mingle, or go have some, some free time, uh, let's see. Could be the next 2 days, 2 weeks, you know. For some of you, it may be 2 months. Now we also got Sag energy, Temperance. This is also somebody's emotional. See, as soon as I said that, Eight of Cups. I was looking at the Two of Pentacles and remembering that the waves behind this person here is still very turbulent. Okay? So goods that are being imported is going to be very turbulent. Okay? So you're going to have patience here. We are going to get emotionally tired. Y'all know whatever message I get, I say it. Everything is not going to be about love and romance. If I see it, I say it. So it's going to be some troubles and issues with import here. And people's emotions are very turbulent, up and down, wishy-washy. Is going to be some issues about getting things overseas here with the Two of Pentacles. So it also can be some type of delay if you have ordered something that is imported or come overseas. It may take 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months to get it. hmm Um, so try and keep your patience here as much as you can, because I know a lot of people are entrepreneurials. You order stuff as products and wholesale. I did mention that at the end of the reading, of the last reading I did, what, day before yesterday or something like that, or 2 days ago. Now we have the Eight of Cups. Emotionally tired and walking away. You know, if somebody is too busy because they're trying to rise above right now and get their self back situated, uh, or keep their self level, afloat. If you don't have the patience for that, because you need more attention here, Three of Cups in reverse, um, and the Healing Heart card here, you will get emotionally tired and drained. Now, could it be that this person can maybe find some time to reconnect with you, to hook up with you, to make some type of date or engagement? Like, hey, I ain't seen you in 2 days. I mean, 2 days, 2 weeks. I know you busy. I'm busy too, but I'm trying to trust the situation and I'm trying to have acceptance. And but you're not taking action. Some of you may get bored or upset and decide to walk away. Okay. Now, even if this is something that you're dealing with right now, for some of you, detachment, where you're about to break up and leave a situation, I do see that. And it can be the next 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. Because your Fool card again is in reverse. So whether you feel or know it yet, a lot of you will be saying no. Even if this is an ex that is wanting to see you to try to reconnect, um, you're still gonna say no to that too, because they totally emotionally drained you. So I don't really see that you're wanting to rekindle that friendship. Seven of Swords, because for some of you, that person may try to return back. Uh, you know, as much as they can. If you got them blocked, or you change your number, or you moved, then they can't even go through your friends or whatever like that, to try and find you. Okay, it's gonna be different for everybody. See there at Judgment. Now, another, hey Reese, that is another reconciliation type of reconnect card. Some of you may have questions. Trust. Is this person seeing their ex? Are they cheating on me? Can I trust this person? Can I trust this situation? Uh, Maybe you're also, for some of you, questioning their actions. Because the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords also can be a self-sabotage. A person can self-sabotage a lot of situations because they are so busy. Okay, somebody here may also got two jobs. The As much as rent and groceries is, some people may have two jobs. Maybe they deliver food or drive people around, as a ride platform off an app, okay, at night, and then work a full time in the daytime. Okay, so somebody here may actually have two jobs, and if you can't accept that, or you're getting upset, or you trying to keep the patience, at some point of time they do have to make some type of action though. Like, at least, can I see you on one of your off days? Or if we're trying to take this serious, can we both plan to be off on a certain day or something like that? If a person really wants this rise above, with two empresses coming out, hopefully they don't self-sabotage this and you do walk off. Okay, so I also say that because the Judgment is here, somebody is feeling pressured to either rekindle, or somebody's feeling pressured to catch you and not let you emotionally get tired of them, and to end up walking away because you are really giving off Empress energy. Okay, like you are a dream to this person, um a great catch. You're very trustworthy. You have a great heart. Some of you also, with this healing card, can be a healer, and they may end up self-sabotaging it because they are too busy and they miss out. So also keep that in mind. Four of Wands. Like I said, somebody is feeling pressured and really wanting to reconcile. They feel that you're a very comfortable soul, a very comfortable individual, especially if this person has been to your house or you have been to theirs. Um, they like how comfortable your home is. Also, with Empress energy, they like the way that you upkeep your home. Also, can be in decorations. Um, they're feeling pressured for this for this relationship to happen for the future. Even if this is somebody from as a past person, but especially if this is a new person, they're feeling pressured to commit. Mhm. 4 of Wands. Yeah, they don't want to wait anymore. But they also, because now you got the 4 to a reverse 3. 4 minus 3 is a 1. What is the 1? The Ace of Wands. Take action. That's why I keep saying it. Now, reverse 3 of Wands is somebody that is not looking forward toward rekindling. I'm not very optimistic. I don't believe in this. I don't have enough faith. I believe that this is kind of not for me. And I don't want to wait. Now, the Judgment to the 4 of Wands and reverse 3 of Wands, somebody may not want to wait on, look at that, twin flame and sunglasses in reverse. Somebody may not want to wait on the protocol. You know what the protocol is, right? Whatever you have in your mind, that is your rules and regulations for dating. Let's just say, for example, you say, okay, well, we have to date for 6 months to a year, and then, um, or we have to be engaged for 2 years or 3 years before we get married, or we have to date 18 months before we become a couple, and then after that we have to wait another year before we can get engaged. Somebody don't want that. Somebody is really trying to um, get to this quicker. If you are able to have a child or children, this person is really looking for family. They are really looking, they see you as an empress. So this person wants a wife and or child. Children. Blowing kiss. Unconditional love. Giving and receiving. Fairness and love. Affection returned. And the golden mirror. Narcissist. Love bombing. Self-absorbed and one-sided. Let me see what this sunglasses was. This is not paying attention, not looking, not changing their perception, and not stalking. Oh, I'm sorry. The twin flame is the balance, the yin and the yang. So this is a masculine and divine feminine energy. Union, duality, complementing each other, and polar opposite. Some of you can be total opposite from this person, and maybe they don't see it or you don't see it. Maybe not yet. Okay? And you may not also see them, or they may not see. Did something else flip? Yeah. Well, that was weird. Somebody here don't see the giving or the receiving part, whichever one you feel that you are. Okay? Maybe somebody's not giving enough, and one person may feel like they're not receiving enough, or vice versa. And so, because of that, somebody may feel that a person is being a narcissist or just getting love bombed. And this is also can be why the Eight of Cups is here. Um, and you could be pressuring yourself very fast, the Judgment card, to make a decision more quicker than you need to, when it's just your energy, if you're a divine feminine, yin and yang, to receive and let the masculine give. Okay? Now, we do have the word self-absorbed here. So please watch your speech, your actions. Don't act too snooty. Don't act too spoiled. Okay? Especially do not act too needy. Um, Sometimes divine feminines can be narcissists. A lot of times they can. It's not always the masculine. A lot of times divine feminines can be very one-sided, like me, and no type of giving. I did speak on that a little bit the other day. What came out next? We got the runner in reverse. So somebody that was the runner is about to become the chaser. Self-indulge. And then we did have the Phoenix rising to come out again. But the other day it came in the upright. So a new phase, like I said in that reading, somebody or something needs to rekindle. A renewal. Growth. Changing of a person's mind, rising from the ashes. If somebody was a narcissist and they always loved bomb, that also can be that they're seeing themselves in the mirror, or maybe they made this person or you may see themselves in you that you love bombing them. So somebody here may have some self-esteem issues. We got self-indulgence in reverse. Yep, there it goes. No self-worth, no sense of value, still need time to heal, not doing the shadow work, and not appreciating oneself. That's why I was talking about the Seven of Swords also can be self-sabotaging. Because of somebody lacking their self-worth and not doing the shadow work, they will self-sabotage a great Empress energy relationship that could be obtained. But if they're not ready, if they are not healed, if they're still trying to play the love bombing game, um, if they're always like me, whether they're masculine or feminine, and they never give, like, hey, can you do this for me? Hey, can you buy this for me? Hey, can you give me some money? Hey, this, hey, that. It's kind of like, well, I ain't heard you say nothing about what you was gonna offer or do for me. You keep asking, but I don't see you doing anything, right? So somebody is going to start chasing. So they could be, like I said, because Venus is going direct now. She's leaving the house, 12th house of endings. So again, because of that, somebody that was running also can become the chaser now. Okay, so that really depends on what zodiac sign they are and where Venus was sitting in what house. Okay, we got the Eight of Swords in reverse. What is this? The Ace of Swords in reverse. That's a no. That's a no. Look at there. The Tower. I just said it. Mm-hmm. Bottom of the deck. Again, the Three of Cups in reverse. Somebody also could be telling somebody, I don't want to go out with you anymore. I feel that you love bombing me. I feel that you're a narcissist. I feel that you want me to take care and do everything or pay for this or pay for that. Um, I was open to it for a while, but now I'm finna be the runner and this person may be the chaser. Also can flip now. And because of that, somebody may, like I just told you, somebody may all of a sudden want commitment because they see that you are now Four of Wands to reverse Three of Wands, um, that you will be leaving or you getting turned off. hmm The love bombing is not being effective anymore. Now, this also could be this person that, like I said, if they were leaving a relationship or something and they couldn't make up their mind, they were going through a breakup, they don't want that anymore. So their person could have been still love bombing them, and now they're gonna see the truth. They're not gonna want to date. They're not gonna want to do any hookups. They don't want to reconnect. It's a no. They're tired of being stressed, can't sleep. This probably Eight of Swords is the headaches and things, the healing. Because they're ready now for a new phase, especially like I said, when Jupiter moves into Gemini. That's that courage, right? Third house of Gemini is courage and willpower, and that's where a person will take action. So let's end it with an oracle. I appreciated what was at the bottom of the deck. Another tower card in, but this one is in reverse. So a sudden change will be coming up. Shocking news, a surprise, that epiphany, and a continued transformation. Remember, your Phoenix rises is in reverse. Let me check one of these also for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I think I still went my regular time. Yeah, 50 minutes. Look at there. Third house of Gemini, like I said. This is when Jupiter moves. And that will be, bottom of the deck is Neptune. So somebody is having a lot of vivid dreams. And also be prepared to sacrifice. So that can be a sudden move in, somebody sudden moving out, a sudden breakup, somebody suddenly saying yes to a relationship, sacrificing your time, your money, your energy with the Two of Pentacles here. Um, and also, it's still some confusion, especially with this love bombing here. Um, what is this sacrifice? Wasn't expecting to see that. What is this sacrifice? Neptune is Pisces energy. Everything, like I said, in Vedic Sidereal is in Pisces. Okay? Everything except for Jupiter, Mars, and K2. The next moon also will be in Virgo? Leo? I think Virgo. So this is in reverse. Releasing a catalyst. Okay? Um, a lack of energy. Nothing is getting going, or nothing is feel like it's getting done. Out of fuel, so you could be lack of energy, very tired. Hopefully your car didn't run out of gas. You see the word Kindle again. That's all over the reading, but in reverse, except for the Judgment card. No torch, like the flame is gone. You got the twin flame card up there. No effort, no spark, and not fanning the flames. This is also, again, with Mars just left Gemini and went into a comfortable house. Four of Wands, Cancer. So somebody here also thought that they had it good and easy. Um, while everything, Mars was in third house of Gemini, that they didn't need to take the courage and have the willpower to take action and make a decision and get this together. And now that Mars went into a slow down house, fourth house of Cancer, um, somebody is, or somebody got getting too comfortable where that they're not doing anything. Okay? Yeah, see there? Movement. Head of the pack. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Somebody needs to show and prove a point, a success, or being successful, a job, raise, salary, a change of position. The drive force, get it done, taking the lead, finishing first. Runner turning into the chaser, and the chaser turning into the runner. Dominant, persist, and the will to win. All of that may have been there with Mars in third house, but now that it's in fourth house of Cancer, somebody has slowed up. They're not making a judgment call. They're could be love bombing now, not chasing you or not paying you as much attention. This also can be vice versa. Maybe you're not paying somebody any attention. Okay. Last two cards, both in reverse. The blessings card. Wow. No, that one's in the upright. And the compass. Bottom of the deck, the moon. Well, not surprised to see that. Because we just had the pink moon, yesterday? Day before yesterday. The next one will be around in May. Somebody here is still trying to discover their self, their life path, seeking the truth, trying to figure out or understand what direction they want or want to go in, whether it's with you, separating from you, or you getting with somebody, or finally leaving something else alone. This also can be in what direction in life do you want to go. Okay. Right now, somebody here or everybody is trying to find their way. You're making a plan, but it is time for you to explore. So some of you with this compass here, you may actually be going in a new direction. Okay. You're making plans. You got ideas. It could be a short time away. Don't necessarily have to be long travel. But the idea is in question. So you're making, a lot of conversations, appointments, trying to make the right connections with the right people. This also can be your person. Maybe they also got something that they got planned or coming up that may include travel. But, with the Neptune energy here, right now I feel that it's a lot of idealization. I don't really see any concrete plans, but something is in the works. But it's more in either on paper, as appointments, or in somebody's mind. Okay? I don't really see any connection here. Now, before I do let you go, I want to see what is this tower, because the tower is something very significant. It is very significant. And we need to see, what is it? I'm just going to use this real quick. Another tarot deck. What is the tower? A tower also can be an intimate act. It can be a breakup. It can be a relationship that quickly comes together. Somebody can leave or move out or get evicted. Somebody also can suddenly move in. Um, you can quickly meet somebody, or like I said, quickly break up. A page. All of that shuffling for a page of coins. Now, the Page of Pentacles is the only card, though, of the pages that will or can turn into an emperor. So don't discount this situation or opportunity, or the plans that you are attempting to make, because it will come out successful as a Page of Coins. Now, it'll be different if it's a Page of Swords or something, or a Page of Wands or something. But it's a coin. And coins is opportunity. It's your time, your money, and your energy. And however, you or somebody that is offering this, or you're offering this, or you're about to accept it or receive it, it's up to you on as a page, or how you utilize it. The more that you will pay attention to a page of coins, the more as you invest, the bigger it will get. This is why this child here is looking and reading and studying the book. Because the more that this child studies this book, it becomes more intelligent, more genius, more smarter, right? And then probably turns into a physicist. You get what I'm saying? So don't discount a page of coins. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, something here is in the making. And I just kept talking about Jupiter moving to Gemini. Gemini is the courage house, it's the willpower, it's where things get done. It is a mercurial energy. So the more that something is paid attention to, invested, talked about, it ignites, okay? That card there. It ignites the fuel as effort to turn into something, okay? And this is all clarifying the Tower card. Because it may be some confusion here right now. Now, the Page of Coins to the Tower, also, if you have invested into some money or stock or something like that, you will or can about to get a huge return here. Okay? Now, for some people, I'm looking at the sacrifice card. If you are in, and I'm not a CFO, so make sure you talk to expertise. Anytime you're investing your money or anything like that, talk to an advisor. But there's a sacrifice here. I mean, we Four of Cups in reverse. We all sacrifice anything, everything. You sacrifice your time. If you work, you sacrifice your time to clock in somewhere to get paid, okay? And ain't nobody really getting paid good enough to sacrifice their time away from their life, their health, their valuable time. They're leaving their home, leaving their child or children behind, right? We all sacrifice any and everything. So that's a day-to-day type of energy. What is this? See there, I'm talking about investments. 10 of coins in reverse. Um, Somebody also is going to be hurt that they did not sacrifice some time here for you, or also vice versa. So this could be also again a missed opportunity with the Tower to the Page of Coins, the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Because of their own confusion, because they're too much in their Neptune energy, which is a lot of idealization. Somebody here is so much in their mind and dreams that they're not materializing it here. And they may also miss this window of opportunity. See there, Nine of Swords, Four of Swords, 10 of Swords, the Ace of Wands. Just as I was saying, and the High Priestess. Somebody is not gonna or miss taking action because they fail to listen to their intuition. Somebody is not talking here, or will fail to talk when the time is needed about what they want, where they're going, their ideas, their life path, making a plan, just talking things out. They're going to be too complacent or too silent, not making a move here. Somebody's going to miss an opportunity here, and that's going to be the sacrifice. It also can be an investment, a stock option, and because of that, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, you miss a shitload full of money for some people. Somebody is still healing and so hurt that this is also the sacrifice where they missed the opportunity as an Ace of Wands because of the Ten of Swords in reverse. They're still scared of betrayal. It's like they're lacking the energy, the inspiration. It's more all in their head. Um, as an idealization, it's like they're dreaming, but they're gonna fail to take action for it though, and that sucks. They're confused. So it's like somebody is very chill, cool vibes, you know. They could be smoking, drinking, using intimate acts as a way of escapism. And because of that, or doing that as a sacrifice, with as a lack of commitment or seeking the truth out of a situation and or conversation, they're going to miss this opportunity of marriage, true commitment, and or a great relationship. Well, that sucks. This also can be something very dramatic that happens, and this person or you may not talk about it, High Priestess. If this is going on for some of you right now as High Priestess energy, you're not saying anything. You're allowing this person to sit back as a Four of Swords and not take action, and to actually watch them. You wrong for that. To sacrifice and miss out on this opportunity with you. I don't blame you, because who wants a person that has no willpower? You shouldn't have to point out willpower to a person. Like, hey, I'm leaving. If you don't have willpower or courage enough to do this or face this, I'm not going to point it out to you. So it's going to be your sacrifice, your missed opportunity, and I'm going to move on. hmm So, because somebody here is still going to rise above and keep going. Now, like I said, don't discount still the Page of Coins. This person is reading a book, discovering, could still be making plans. Um, all of this still can change once Jupiter does move into. Uh oh. But that won't be May 15th, so that's still a couple of weeks away. Okay, that's a couple of weeks away. So this person still got some time and opportunity to get this courage and willpower. We'll see what it says about time Jupiter moves into Gemini. Because this person may have learned what they needed to learn and have enough self-esteem, courage, willpower, tenacity to understand their direction and their way, or you, and to, like I said in the beginning, to come out of the Four of Swords. And now it's time to do something. This was all in the beginning of the read. Take action, Ace of Wands. Okay? All right. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. I went a little bit over an hour, even though I said this was a short read. The messages just kept going, and going. I really appreciate y'all time and reciprocation. And I think that's it. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you go and watch the last readings also that came out. They probably will still have information that you need. Also pay attention to the all zodiac sign readings that I have done for the month of April and also for the month of March. They should still resonate for you. I appreciate you. Excuse me, and I will see you in the next one.